Today we are gonna do a Christmas look. My eyebrows look crazy. Today we're gonna do a Christmas look, and I'm not really sure how I'm gonna execute it. It's under my outfit. Okay, this is what I got. I got some ribbon, and I'm thinking we could do around the neck with it, and then it's also like, you know, digging in. So, and then it's festive. So we got that, and then we got these, and I'm thinking I can like stuff it in my face. We can stuff a couple like in my face, you know? But before we can do any of that, I have to do my normal makeup look, and I don't know if you guys really want to watch that. I am still gonna record it. I'm just gonna end up speeding it up, so enjoy. Okay, I was finally able to sit down and edit these videos, so I'm so sorry it took so long, guys. You guys will have 2 videos, I promise. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to post as frequently. I've been working my bum off, and then the days that I am off, I still have stuff to do. It's just never a bare moment. But that's okay. Eventually, we'll have time. But as of right now, you guys are just gonna have to work with me a little bit. I'm not really sure what to talk about while I do my makeup, but I'm gonna tell you how work has been. But first, I posted a spotlight on my Snapchat, and people got so mad. They were like, well, just do your job. You're paid by the hour, blah, blah, blah. But it's not only about me. I posted a video of, if you guys ever, obviously you guys have probably been to Walmart, but if you're ever shopping in the clothes area, and you look and you see the spinner, like, t-shirts that, like, you know, spin. Yeah, I posted a video how it was easier to get them out and get them back in instead of making a mess. And people got so mad thinking I just was complaining and didn't want to do my job at all. I love my job. I don't mind folding clothes. It's also about the other customers, though. Because when these t-shirts fall out, people just run them over, and then some of them are white, and we can't sell them if you guys run them over with your shopping cart instead of picking it up. Or instead of just folding it and putting it back in. It doesn't have to be perfect. We go back over it by the end of the night. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. But folding it back up and putting it in there instead of just shoving it in there where it can fall back out. Because we're not always in the same section every day or all day. And we can't spend that much time zoning. I'm not a zoner. I am not a zoner. It's a whole thing, and people were really mad about it, and I thought it was really funny because apparently we have no sense of, empathy for anybody else, just for our own person. Like, it's not just about the employees, but it's also about the people that shop there as well. Like, what? Like, I don't know, but yeah. Work is great, though. But besides that, love it. Besides the messes, I love working there. My coworkers are great. The job is great. I've had some unique encounters while working there. As you guys know, I have blue hair, blue lips, blue eyebrows most of the time, and my glasses are blue, and then my vest is blue. So I'm dripping in blue, all right? So one day I was walking in, and this old guy, I was walking past his car. He was either getting in or getting out. I don't know. But he looked at me. He started laughing, and I was like, all right, whatever. He can laugh. He can laugh all he wants. He's older. He doesn't understand. He doesn't get that I'm drippy as fuck. I'm going to have to blur that. Sorry, guys. But, no, he doesn't understand that I'm drippy, right? So he's just laughing. So I turn back, and I kind of giggle. And then he goes, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't a man get
Frank Gallagher. Oh my gosh, that had me cackling. And so that was a fun encounter. And then another one, this another old guy, he asked where the cookware stuff was, and I'm a fashion stalker, so I don't know. I just remember from being over there one time, so I was like, hey, I seen it over there, but I don't know. And he was like, all right, thank you. And then he goes to walk off, and then he like stops dead in his tracks. He looks back at me and he goes, do you know any other languages? Or no, do you speak any other languages? No, sir, I do not. Definitely, I don't know how it came. I don't know, that one was just odd because, you know, he was just asking for something and then just out of the blue, he was like, do you speak any other languages? No, sir, I do not. Sorry. Actually random as crap. Asking me if I spoke another language. Okay, what's another thing that's happened at work? Let me think. There's not a whole lot. People don't really talk to me, thankfully. I think I scare them away with the blue hair. Okay, I did zoom it in for you guys this time, so you can really see what I'm doing. So I laid cotton down, and this is me just, like, kind of enforcing that cotton to look like skin and, like, smooth or blend smoothly. And then you'll see me work my way up with the latex onto the cotton to, like, kind of pull it over the ball as if it's kind of eroding out of the skin. That sounds so no, just not right. But I did build this up a couple layers to kind of make it look more like skin, which you can use as many layers as you want. If you wanted to just use latex instead of using cotton, I use cotton as like a base layer, like a ground, almost like a platform to work off of, so that it's not as hard to build and layer as much latex because it won't take as long. And you guys will get more zoom-ins, so don't worry. And then we also did a close-up of the neck. I say we as in me. Completely off topic, but I've been watching like a bunch of horror Christmas movies, and I watched The Mean One or You're the Mean One, something like that. And it's on Tubi. I don't know why, but I have an obsession with these Tubi movies because they're either really good or they're really, really, really bad. And I like the really bad ones for some reason. They crack me up. Not only that, but you can get on Tubi and you can find really, really old movies. Like, I'm talking 1960s. Like, they're old. And I love them because not only was the acting good, I mean, the SFX was a little questionable, but the acting, top tier. Anyways, for the Grinch, or the Mean One, they never once used or said the Grinch, and I think it was for, like, copyright issues. But, yeah, so in that movie, he was, like, apparently he was Santa. But then he, on accident, you know, skirted somebody. That's what I'm going to say for, sewer slide? But opposite? Anyways, so yeah, he, on accident, he did that, and so it switched him to be the Grinch, and then he just went on a whole skirter spree, and he got so many people, and then he didn't switch back. By the end of the movie, he just kind of combusted for no reason, so that was interesting. And then I watched Mrs. Claus, I think that's what it was called, also on Tubi, and that one, I haven't finished it yet. I started it last night, and then I was like, okay, this is crazy. I need to stop. I've also watched this Elf movie. I'm not fully sure what it's called. I'll have to find it if you guys really want to watch it. But that one was chaotic. It was just, he went on a whole spree. There's no point to these videos. A lot of the time when you're watching a Tubi movie, there is no point. They're not following a script, but they are, if that makes sense. And you can kind of tell, what's the word? Foreshadowing? Yeah, you can tell when things are going to happen. And I think that's what makes these movies so good in a way. Like, they crack you up. Like, they're not even horror movies at this point. They're comedies. And I love that for them, because at least they're still getting paid. Have you guys viewed your Spotify Wrap? Are we still using Spotify? Because a couple months ago, I heard something about Spotify being boycotted, and I'm not sure what they were talking about. I didn't look into it. Maybe I should have. But I still use Spotify. Don't come at me. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's bad or not. I'll look it up after this video. But I looked at my recap or my wrap or whatever it is, and I have 24,000, I think, or something minutes listened to on Spotify. And I feel like that's crazy low for how much I pay. Like, the price should not be that expensive for when you barely listen. Wait, but whatever, you know? But my top listened was, I think, Suicide Boys, and then my age was 27, I think. I listened to, like, the 2000s. I love it. I've been on a Michael Jackson spree. I don't know why. Just all his music gets me groovy at work. You can ask my coworkers. I'd be sitting there getting jiggy with it. For this little neck piece, it's going to be a little different. We're going to lay the cotton, and then once it gets dry and taggy enough, you're going to kind of pull it out a little bit to kind of look like frayed skin. It's gross in a way, like when you're looking at it. When it's just cotton, it's fine, but once you put the concealer on or foundation, whatever you use, it starts to become a little realistic, and it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, you can kind of see me pulling it out. And then you are going to go over that with latex so that it's like sturdy and it's not going to come off, and so that it's not like a cotton texture, but it's a skin texture. I need to order more latex. When you guys are doing these looks, do not be shy with the latex. Make sure that stuff stays on. Do not be shy with it. If you get the right latex, and if you order it or go into the store at the right time, you can get it for a good price. So don't be shy with it. Okay, I'm going to tell some childhood stories because I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm a little farm child. So one time, me, my brother, and his friend, and then my friend, we had these, they weren't square bales. They were round bales. So they were big, and they were on the trailer. They were stacked, like, either 2 high or 3 high. And we were playing tag on them in the dark. But we had a light post out there at the time, so we could, like, kind of see, but we were playing tag on them, and they had a tarp draped over them because it was going to rain. And if you're a farm kid, you understand it. You're going to play on hay bales. Anyways, we were younger. So we're playing on these hay bales, and I go to jump over, like, you know where the rim is that blocks the tire or whatever, the protector? Yeah. So I went to jump on the hay bale that was there, and it was only stacked 1 high. Guess what? Guess why it was only stacked 1 high? Because there wasn't a hay bale there. It just looked like that because of the tarp. I ended up falling and hitting my whole side on that rim and bruising from my butt cheek all the way down to my kneecap. I didn't tell a soul, except for the people that were already, like, there, but we didn't tell our parents, we didn't tell nobody. I had a whole bruise down my side. It hurt. And then my brother did the same thing. Because I got up and continued to play. I didn't break anything. So I continued to play, tag, and my brother did the same exact thing. Oh, another story. Me and my brother, we had a lot of dogs, and at one point one of those dogs got pregnant, so we were trying to get rid of those puppies, right? For some reason, my brother was like, yeah, let me take it on a little ride down the road on a four-wheeler. I don't know why he did this. Nothing happened to the dogs. The dogs were fine. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Because for some reason, I was younger. I was a small child. I was very small. And we had adult four-wheelers, not kid four-wheelers, adult ones. So when you're a kid, that thing is too big for you. And my brother was, big enough to ride it. So we had 2 of them. He took the dog and him on one of them. And I was like, he won't let me go, but I'll just hop on this other one. Because I had asked him if I could go. He told me no. And so I hopped on the other one. I was like, all right, ho. I'ma go. So I start driving down the road, and we have this really steep hill, and my brother's doing a little U-ey, and he's coming up the hill. I'm going down the hill at a high rate of speed. For some reason, I can't stop, and I ended up flipping it in a ditch. And that ditch at the time had so many rocks. It ended up scraping up my side so bad. If you guys know what horse tape is, yeah, we wrapped that around my ribs. Didn't go to the hospital, because why would you do that as a farm kid? That's just silly. But no, the four-wheeler was stuck on me for a solid, I'd say 10 minutes. The engine was on me, too, and it was still turned on. I don't know why we didn't turn it off. But I ended up picking it up on my own, because my brother's weak as crap. Oh, I just now realized I missed something to edit out. Give me a second. Anyways, he's weak as crap, so he couldn't get the four-wheeler off of me. And so I lifted it up. I don't know how I did it. Maybe adrenaline. Who knows? But I got it off of me, and our neighbors go by and are like, do you need any help? And we're like, nah. And they actually left. They kept going. They seen 2 young children. One in a ditch. One trying to help the other one, and they just left. It's okay. But our parents were not happy. At me. Especially. They weren't happy at my brother, but they weren't happy at me as well. Very unhappy at me, but that's okay. You guys want to hear some scary stories while living here in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, I don't care if you do, I'm still gonna tell you. Okay, so one time, me and my friend, we own 2 properties down here. We as in my family. we own hunting land, and then we own our land that our house is put on, you know? And so we were walking down to the hunting grounds, and we heard and seen something in the woods. We look over. It's a girl with long, luscious black hair and a white dress. And the hair was kind of covering her face, almost like the Grudge. Don't mind my cat. She's in heat, and we're figuring that one out. But anyways, so it's like the girl from the Grudge. Mind you, we've never seen the Grudge. We were like maybe 8 or 9. Like, we were young. And so we see this chick, and I was like, heck to the no. I bolted. I can hear my friend behind me. As long as I'm faster, you know, I'm gonna make it out of here. We're both fine. But we got back to the house, and we were like, what the heck did we just see? And we heard screaming while we were running. So that was fun. And then another instant, we were playing hide and seek with my brother, and we were in the house, and we were hiding under my mom's bed, which it's like the door's on the right side of the bed, and then on the left side of the bed is just wall and like nothingness basically. So we were hiding on that side, looking under the bed, waiting for my brother's footsteps, you know? We were just waiting, watching. And tell me why we can hear his voice in the living room, because it's right next to the living room, right? So we can hear his voice in the living room. But tell me why we see his face appear under the bed. We both jump up on the bed. It's the same friend. She could vouch for this. But we both jump up on the bed because, like, what the frick did we just see? What the heck? And so, yeah, there was that time. And then there's been times where I've been dragged off the bed. And then one time my light would flicker so much. And so I would talk to the little ghosties. I'd ask yes or no questions, and they'd flicker however many times that it needed to be, like, done, right? It stopped doing that after a while. After I started, like, doing crystals and, like, stuff like that, yeah, it stopped. So, that's fun. Apparently, I can't think of any more stories, but did you guys hear about the pennies being retired, and the penny isn't gonna be, like, used anymore? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that so crazy? I'm about to, like, take all the pennies that I have and, like, put them on something. I don't know. Because it feels wrong. But we are almost to the end of the video, and I've realized I have not said subscribe, like, or comment. And you guys better be doing that. Let me know if there's anything in, like, specific that you guys want me to talk about, because I know one time that we talked about weird laws that are illegal around the U.S. We've talked about a bunch of things, and I'm okay with talking about just about anything. Like, true crime, we can talk about that too. Actually, there's a story on my road, and this is insane. I feel so bad for, like, I think it was only the dad that survived. I feel so bad for him. But back in 1990 something, the first house on my road had a serial killer. He had plotted the whole thing, because I don't even remember the full story, but he killed his mom, his dad, or his sister, and his brother, I think, with a shotgun. He, like, waited for them after school or something. I don't know. But the point is, he's a horrible person, but he got let out of jail. He was in the Kansas City, whatever, detention center or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but he was in there for, like, 54 years, and then he got let out, like, 2023. Almost 3 years ago, guys. Ain't that crazy? Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have more true crime stories. I just can't remember all the details, and it feels wrong to tell you guys about something without all the details, so I'm gonna stop with that. But did you guys hear about, what's her name? The Catch Me Outside girl? That girl, I think that's her name. I think that's the one. I don't know. One of the girls that blew up way back when is now, like, being sex trafficked, apparently. Do we believe that? Because I, like, was looking at her stuff, and I mean, some of it looks questionable, but her live streams, she seems fine. I see her eating a lot, and I've seen a lot of videos saying that she was being starved or something. I see her eating, like, a lot. I don't know. What do we think about that? But the video is almost over, so you guys will get your full reveal here in a second. I'll pick up the camera and do my little angles for you guys. The next video, I want you guys to guess what I'm gonna do. It's probably gonna be posted tomorrow, but guess Yes, you guys are gonna love it, because we went from this and then we jumped right into it. There was no waiting. So I hope you guys like the next look, because I love the next look. That it's already done, but I loved it. I loved how it came out and everything. I love this look too, but that one tops it, and you guys will like it, I promise. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. I really hope you guys like this look. I hope that I explained myself well. I hope you understand how to do it, and I hope you guys recreate it. I love seeing the recreations of my looks, or just any looks in general. They're awesome. But yeah. I hope y'all have a splendid day, and I hope your December is very lovely. If I'm not able to post much, sorry. I hope it's just awesome, and I hope you guys ate a lot of food for Thanksgiving. I hope you continue to eat a lot of food for Christmas, but bye, raindrops. I hope you guys enjoyed.